If I say the word fragrance, the first thing that will come to your mind is the favorite flower. But have you ever wondered what all structures your nose is actually made up of that makes it able to perform the function of smell and acting as a respiratory passage? So let us know in the heading of the anatomy of the nose. Welcome to our channel. This is Ashish, and in this video we'll be discussing about the anatomy of the nose. So nose is a very important sensory organ of smell. Beside the two important function of nose, that is being a respiratory pathway and acting as an organ of smell, it has other function as well, like the very important nasal reflex of sneezing and the vocal phonation. So we'll be discussing about the features of the nose, and I tell you from the examination point of view, there are two very important questions that comes from the nose part, that is the nasal septum and the lateral wall. Lateral wall being the more important and slightly more difficult than the nasal septum, but we'll go step by step, making the lateral wall pretty simple, including the different arterial supply and from what is the point of source of the epistaxis or the nose bleeding, that will be seen under this heading. So let us start it. So nose is a sensory organ of smell. And act as a respiratory passage. Respiratory passage. So why I mentioned these two features only first? Because these are the primary functions of the nose. The nose is well adapted to carry out the function of the sensation of smell and acting as a respiratory passage. How it is performed? For carrying out these two important functions of the nose, the nasal epithelium get modified and consists of two types of epithelium. So for carrying out the functions of the nose, the nasal epithelium is lined by two types of epithelium. So if you talk about the regional basis, the upper one third and lower 2/3. The upper 1/3 is lined by the olfactory mucosa, while the lower 2/3 is lined by the respiratory mucosa. So what is the function of the olfactory mucosa? Is to perceive the sensation of smell, and the respiratory mucosa to make the air warm and more humidified and warm air. So the epithelium of the nose consists of two types of epithelium, that is the olfactory mucosa and the respiratory mucosa. Olfactory mucosa does the function of sensation of smell, and the humidification and warming of air is done by the respiratory mucosa present in the lower 2/3. So when we talk about the nose, suppose this is a nose. So you can treat nose as a tube. So as it is a tube, it has a boundary, that is lining, which you can see from outside, that is called the external nose, and there is a space in between the boundaries, that is called the nasal cavity. So the nasal cavity or the space is itself divided into two parts by a septum. So what we'll see is this we can see from outside. So this is the external nose, and the space it is enclosing is the nasal cavity. The nasal cavity is divided by the nasal septum. So before discussing the features of the external nose, let's have a 3D orientation in a 3D model. So you can see the 3D model of the face, and from the mid face there is a pyramidal structure projecting out, that is the nose. So nose performs the function of the smell and acting as a respiratory passage. The highlighted portion shown in the orange shows the margins of the nose. Although it is only a small structure, but a plethora of clinical conditions can arise from it. So this is very important, especially in the case of the fractures. DNS, that is called the diverted nasal septum and other more clinical condition, because it is the most projecting part of your face, and when you fall, this is the most likely to be hurt. So if you remove the skin, the one you can look at the osteocartilaginous framework of the nose. See, you can see the lightish gray part that is formed by the cartilage, and the upper part is the bony part. I will telling you when discussing about the external nose. So the external nose that you saw from outside is enclosing the space that you can see here, that is called the nasal cavity. So the nose consists of two parts, the external nose and the nasal cavity, and both will see in detail. If you remove half of the nose, you can easily shade the nasal septum and the lateral wall. So you will, this is a look from the front. If you remove the nasal septum, you will be looking at the lateral wall. Lateral wall has more little bit detail to study, and nasal septum is a little bit pretty simple as we compare to the lateral wall. I hope now you have a clear orientation of your nose. So let's come back to the theory part. So as I told you, nose is divided into two parts. That is the external nose and the nasal cavity. External nose is nothing but just boundaries. Suppose these are the two sides of the nose and they're meeting here. So you can see this, you can see on the projecting on your face, this part is the nothing just the external nose, and the space it is enclosing here, both sides, it is the nasal cavity. So we'll discussing about the external nose first, and then we'll start with the nasal cavity. External nose is the pyramidal projection that projects into the midface, and the nasal cavity is the space enclosed by the external nose. We'll see what all structure makes the framework of the external nose and the features of the nasal cavity, that is the middle septum and the nasal septum and the lateral wall.